Sean is an interesting character, and I can see how he touched you. Because trust me, me and Sean used to be the same way. So I get everything y'all saying. Everything y'all said was true and factual, and I might have been the person that said the same shit too in a way. But I'm like, I don't want to do that in public. I'll holler at you behind the scenes, you know? And to be honest, I wanted to talk to you behind the scenes, but it just kind of...
Yeah.
You let Sean Strickland touch you. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, you want to do this?
Yeah.
It's going to let it unfold.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, if we're going to address it, Rampage, who would win? Sean Strickland or Luke Rockhold?
Luke Rockhold, 100%.
Bobby, who would win? Sean Strickland or Luke
Rockhold?
No, I like Luke's style better. We don't, depends on what kind of Sean shows up.
We're talking about a UFC fight. Who would win?
Sean. I'm going to go, I'll put my money on Luke.
If it was the Sean that I saw,
do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Let him talk.
That's what I'm saying. Depends on what Sean shows
the
up.
Sean we're watching on I'm saying tonight, but on this fight, Luke pieces him up.
Exactly.
Why is that though? Break it down for us. We'll get to
Sean for whatever reason was like gun shy. Okay, he's a volume fighter, right? He's a volume fighter, and for whatever reason, he's pop shotting. He's throwing one jab at a time. He's throwing one push kick at a time. He's not putting combos together. He's not fainting. He's not moving his fucking head. He's like. He was a robot. He was standing straight up tall and throwing a jab the whole fight. Like, I think that Sean was hopefully going to evolve coming into this fight. And I thought he looked worse in the first one. And unfortunately, like, I don't know what he's got going behind the scenes, right? Like what injuries he's got going on.
Staff was controlling his mind.
That I think it's more than that. But whatever. I think there's a lot of.
We'll get to that then. But
the man was trying to fight his own corner.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I mean, it's like he's just all out for himself, and he's fighting people. He runs his own camp.
Give him the platform.
Yeah, you hear about the guy. Shit, he's just a dick.
That was frustrating during the fight to watch that.
Yeah, he doesn't show up. I mean, like honestly, he didn't show up in the beginning, and then he broke his nose. He broke his nose. When you break your nose in a fight, it's a championship fight, and you're talking all that shit like you're gonna go to the death. You do that thing, and you're more worried about your nose than winning the fight, and you don't operate like a champion, like you thought you were a champion. He said you got lucky. You said you earned it. You proved that you fucking didn't earn it.
Yeah. That's the only thing that bothered me was like, oh, it's to the death. It's to the death. You got to prove that shit, especially to amongst the fighters. We hearing that.
Who the fuck let's go see it.
My last two fights, I broke my nose. My last fight was sleep. My nose was broken. My nose was broken
to the death. Go to sleep. I got my arms popped.
Dude, MMA is different.
Go to the death.
There's so much more to work on.
I ain't letting nobody put me to sleep. Fuck that. I'm tapping out.
So like what you're saying right now?
Yeah,
that was like the point I was trying to make.
You complained about me.
The whole Anthony Smith thing, right? It was like he wasn't that for whatever reason on that night. It wasn't willing to go to the depth. Like I'll fight with one arm, right? Like I'm fighting like my arm's coming out of socket. I'm gonna keep fighting. I can like there's no quit in me, and that's what I was trying to say. And maybe I said it a little bit too